Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today's headline is hotter than a summer steering wheel in Texas. We're diving straight into the political wildfires swirling around Malawi, Tanzania, and some seriously bold commentary from Jessie Kabwila. Yeah, this story is dripping with drama, intensity, and those "wait, did he really do that" moments that keep GlobalPulseNewz buzzing. If you thought diplomacy was all handshakes and rehearsed smiles, think again. Today's tale got spice, heat, and just enough chaos to make international relations feel like primetime TV. Let's jump straight in, because this story doesn't walk, it runs. Fact number 1 kicks off with the one question lighting up conversations across Malawi and beyond. Is Chakwela Walimbadi Ntima really gearing up to take on Tanzania? Yeah, you heard that right. The dude is rumored to be preparing for a diplomatic showdown that's got everybody talking, from political analysts to folks at the barbershop who swear they know more than the experts. Now, before we treat this like an episode of Political Gladiators, let's break down why this idea even gained traction. Walimbadi Ntima has been carving out a reputation as someone who doesn't just walk into a room, he storms in, chest up, tone steady, energy set to "I wish they would." And that kind of posture tends to make people wonder, what's he planning next? Combine that with Malawi's periodic tensions and rivalries with Tanzania, border concerns, trade friction, national pride, you've got the perfect recipe for rumors to blow up like popcorn in a microwave. People are watching his recent speeches, interviews, and political circles with a magnifying glass. And when you have that kind of scrutiny, even the smallest hints turn into headline rumors. But hold that thought, because if you think the rumors alone are wild, wait until you hear how people are interpreting what athana Tanzania really means. Spoiler alert, it's not as simple as folks want it to be. Fact 2 digs into the heart of the phrase causing all the buzz, athana Tanzania. Now, depending on who you ask, this can mean anything from a heated diplomatic challenge to straight-up geopolitical chest thumping. It's vague, spicy, and just enough ambiguous to stir the pot without adding any seasoning. On one side, you've got people saying, "Relax, it's just political talk, nothing big." On the other side, you've got individuals whispering, "Nah, this man is ready to make a move. He's not playing." And somewhere in the middle stand international analysts, shrugging like, "Well, it's complicated." But here's what sparks the most speculation. Walimbadi Ntima's tone lately hasn't exactly been soft and fuzzy. He's been dropping lines that sound like someone who's tired of Malawi being treated like the kid brother on the block. When a leader starts speaking as if he's got something to prove, people start bracing themselves for bold actions, sometimes bigger than what actually happens. Now mix that with Tanzania being a major powerhouse in the region. Going toe-to-toe with them isn't like arguing with a neighbor about who stole your chickens. It's more like picking a fight with someone who owns the entire farm. And speaking of bold actions, let's slide into fact 3, where we look at the actual clues that got folks believing this showdown might be more than just chatter. Fact 3 dives into the juicy part, the evidence. Look, nobody pulls out the "he's challenging Tanzania" card without some kind of receipts, or at least something that looks like receipts if you squint hard enough. And the political streets have been talking non-stop. First, we've got a noticeable shift in rhetoric. Walimbadi Ntima's speeches lately haven't been tiptoeing around issues. They've been stepping on toes, knocking over chairs, and letting the echoes do the talking. His tone became firmer, his message louder, and the intensity unmistakable. Even if someone wasn't aiming for confrontation, the style alone can make it look like one's cooking. Then there's the media swirl. Certain outlets have been hinting at behind-the-scenes conversations, internal party positioning, and moves that feel like pre-game warm-ups. And where there's smoke? Well, in politics, sometimes it's just smoke machines. Sometimes it's fire. Finally, there's the entry of Jessie Kabwila, the political voice who doesn't sugarcoat anything. When Kabwila speaks, people listen, even the ones who pretend not to. Her remarks about Walimbadi Ntima weren't passive observations. They were bold, sharp, and carried that tone that says, "Look, I'm not here to play with y'all." She highlighted concerns, pointed out inconsistencies, and basically told the public, don't get carried away, understand what's really happening. Kabwila's analysis added legitimacy to the swirling rumors, not because she confirmed them, but because she addressed them. And in politics, acknowledgement alone can be enough to turn sparks into visible flames. Her analysis brought attention to potential missteps, urging leaders to focus on unity, strategy, and clarity rather than emotional reactions or performance bravado. And like any seasoned commentator, she wrapped her message in honesty, not diplomacy. After hearing that, you're probably wondering, so what happens next? Stick around because Fact 6 breaks that down.
Fact 6 looks ahead at the possible scenarios unfolding from this political storm. And trust me, each path is its own roller coaster. Scenario 1. Walimbadi Ntima proceeds with a bold diplomatic stance. Maybe he makes an official declaration, challenges a policy, or requests negotiations that shake up the regional vibe. This route could strengthen his image as a fearless leader or backfire harder than an old lawnmower. Scenario 2. Tanzania responds with equal firmness. Maybe they issue a statement, make a move, or shift some policy gears of their own. When two strong personalities collide, even small actions create seismic waves. Scenario 3. Everything fizzles out. The public hype cools, the rumors die off, and everyone just quietly walks away like nothing happened. This is the "we're all adults here" ending that Africa's diplomatic history loves, even when the buildup felt like WWE. No matter the direction, one thing is certain. This story is far from over. International politics doesn't do clean-cut endings. It does cliffhangers. And that brings us to the final fact, how this affects you. Fact 7 asks the question that actually matters. Why should anyone outside this political circle even care? Easy, because regional tension doesn't need your permission to mess with your life. If Malawi and Tanzania hit a rough patch, you'll see it in trade prices, transport issues, business operations, and maybe even job shifts. Economies are like dominoes. When one shakes, the others tremble. Then there's regional alignment. If either nation adjusts alliances or changes cooperative strategies, the ripple impacts can shift everything from border policies to international investment. And let's be real. Africans know drama when they see it. Stories like this spark discussions in taxis, living rooms, schools, and workplaces. People love political heat, not because they want chaos, but because it reminds them how connected everything is. So yeah, this isn't just a headline. It's a developing chapter in a relationship that affects millions. And as always, Global Pulse News is right here riding the wave with you. If you're loving the fire, the breakdowns, and the no-nonsense storytelling, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a beat. And hey, check out our sister channels for the kids, Sparkling Kids and Raymafatima. Let's go together as one big global family. Show them some love, hit like, subscribe, and drop a friendly comment. We appreciate you. Global Pulse News, your voice, your platform, your pulse.